Welcome to Stronger Than You Think, the series for strong women who are tired of feeling stuck. Hi, I'm your host, Cassie Covey, personal trainer, health coach, and a woman who knows firsthand what it feels like to lose herself under the weight of stress, exhaustion, and a body that doesn't feel like home anymore. But right now, I'm your personal coach and guide as we peel back the layers of pressure, perfection, and burnout, and we rebuild them with strength, softness, and sustainability. Here, we talk about real fitness, real mindset, and real life without the guilt, the shame, or the all or nothing rules. If you've ever felt like your body's holding you back or that you're constantly starting over, you're not alone and you're in the right place. Let's rewrite your story, one episode at a time. Welcome to episode 2. You don't need to be fit to start. You just need to start. The theme of this one, release perfection, reclaim progress. I want you to know that I've lived through that in-between place of wanting to feel better, but being too exhausted, too unsure, and too defeated to know where to start. So today's episode is for that woman who wants to begin, but feels like she's not ready. Okay? This is a lie that keeps you stuck. Let's start with the lie most of us have believed. You need to be fit to start getting fit. It sounds ridiculous when we say it out loud, right? Like, it seriously sounds ridiculous. But how many times have you told yourself, I'll start when I lose 10 pounds? I'll feel more confident once I have better workout clothes. I just need to get more energy first. I'm just not motivated. You know what? We keep waiting to feel ready, when what we really need is permission. See, we need permission from ourselves to begin before we feel confident. Permission to show up before we feel strong. Permission to take the first step, even when it's messy. Okay? Your body doesn't need perfect. It needs consistent. And friends, you can't be consistent without something you never let yourself start. So why do we delay starting? You know why? It's called perfectionism. So let's get honest for a minute. You're not stuck because you don't know what to do. You're stuck because you think you have to do it perfectly. That's perfectionism. It shows up like scrolling for the perfect workout plan, buying the tracker, the planner, the supplements, the gear, and still not starting. Saying, I'll begin Monday every week for the last 6 months. Perfectionism doesn't look like a high bar. It looks like procrastination. It looks like avoidance. It looks like being too afraid to take the first step because you don't want to fail again. I know I've been there time and time again. For years, I was stuck in that. But the truth is, you're not afraid of starting. You're afraid of not being enough when you do. Let that sink in for a minute. Just really sit there with that. See, you've tried before. Maybe you've started and stopped 100 times. And now you're scared that starting again will mean failing again. So you stay stuck. Not because you're not ready, but because you don't trust yourself to follow through. I'm raising my hand because I've been there. I know what you're going through. I understand. So this is going to be the 1-minute decision that changes everything. See, here's the beautiful part. Change doesn't start with a 6-week challenge. It doesn't start with a massive overhaul. It starts with a 1-minute decision. Yeah, you heard me right. A 1-minute decision. 1 minute where you say, I'm going for a 5-minute walk. I'm going to stretch before bed. I'm going to fill my water and drink the whole thing right now. That's it. That's it, my friends. That right there. That's how change starts. It's not glamorous, but it's real. And those tiny, unsexy decisions, they're the bricks that build your new foundation. You don't need motivation. You need a decision. And every time you make that decision, you prove something powerful So powerful to yourself. You say, I can trust me. That's what you're telling yourself. Like, that is so powerful right there. You're creating that. I want to reframe something for you. The starting line doesn't look like a workout plan. It looks like choosing yourself in the smallest, the tiniest way over and over again. Choosing to move your body, not punish it. Choosing to nourish yourself, not restrict. Choosing to speak kindly to yourself, even when you mess up. The starting line, see, it's not some magical moment when the stars align and you wake up feeling like confident and energized. No, that's not it at all. See, the starting line, it's right here, right now, in your messy, tired, uncertain middle. That's where it's at. So you don't need new leggings. You don't need a gym. You don't need to lose 10 pounds first. You need a moment of self-trust. I'm going to repeat that one because you really need to hear that. You need a moment of self-trust. That's what day one really is, your moment of self-trust. So here's a little bit of some raw encouragement from me to you, because I know what you're going through. I've been there. Sometimes my brain still tries to take me there. So I want to speak to the woman who is listening right now who keeps saying, I'll start Monday. Say, friend, how many Mondays have passed? How many times have you waited to feel ready? And I know this might hit you, and if it does, it's good because you need to hear it. See, the one thing that you'll know about me is I love you enough to not care about your feelings. Because your feelings right now, they don't matter. You need to hear this. You need that uncomfortable truth, that raw encouragement. And that's what that is. So you don't need to punish yourself back into progress. You need to love yourself enough to begin imperfectly, just the way you are. Right now, just the way you are. That body that you're in right now, the one you feel disconnected from, it's not broken. It's not too far gone. It's ready for you to come home. But that only happens when you stop trying to earn your start and start showing up in whatever way you can today. So here's the next step, and it's not a huge one. All right? Because at the end of the day, you are stronger than you think. And your imperfect beginning might just be the start of your comeback. You know what? We're going to scratch that and reframe it. It's not might going to be the start of your comeback. It is the start of your comeback. Your imperfect beginning is the start of your comeback. So thanks for being here, and I will catch you on the next episode. If this episode spoke to you, do me a favor, screenshot it and share it to your stories. And tag me on Instagram at Cassie_Covey or on Facebook at Cassie Covey, because I would love to cheer you on. And if you're ready to stop starting over and finally build strength, confidence, and consistency, I'd love to help you. Click the link in the show notes or DM me Reset on Instagram to learn more about how we can work together. Until next time, give yourself some grace and go take up space. You were never meant to shrink.